students. This is for continuing explanations about the first class, which is what things to have in your plant identifying kit. And so this is mine, and I'm trying to be a better example this year, so I cleaned it up. So in this book, and you can have it in a single book or separate books, however you feel comfortable. But the subjects are the plants that you identify or are wanting to identify, and their data sheets. So I'll show you one or two of those. So you can draw, you can photograph, any way that you feel like represents the parts of the plants that you found. And this is an example of a plant data sheet, which we have extras of always in class. And here's a drawing of the plant and the environment that it grows in. And here is a sample of the plant, where we got it and when. So here's another one. That was crown veg. This is marsh woundwort. Here's the plant data sheet for it. And here's the example. Thank you, Raymond. Raymond is my cameraman today. And I use recycled paper, so it's really easy to make a plant notebook without having to, spend a lot of money. And you don't always have to have everything all identified right away. You can get a sample, you can take a photo, and figure out what's going on as you learn things. Then the next section, here's another plant data sheet for ground ivy, amazing medicine. This is just my extra one is for extra botanical art or nature journaling. And that's just a thing that I do. That's not part of this class unless you'd like to talk about it. Then this one is my gardening journal, which again, that's just my thing because otherwise I have 16 notebooks. And then here is more specifically clinical questions, like what questions do people ask, what medical and health issues relating to herbs come up, and they will come up all the time. And extra paper and extra notes that I'm working on, and homework from the botany coloring book. And so now I'm going to show you a little bit about the other things that you'll keep in your bag or box or whatever you like to do. This is my colored pencil box and an extra notebook. In here, oops, here is some tape, glue, pens and pencils, scissors. You might also want some diggies, depending on if you wanted to know about a root. For example, come over here. What we're sitting next to is a baby evening primrose, and it's good to know about the root as well. So you might want to have something to dig down and find out what that root looks like as well. So one more thing I'd like to share with you. The book that's in here also doubles as a plant press, but you can also make a small or large plant press. We might have an extra class on how to do that. So I'll just show you. The little ones are really fun and practical and portable. And the big ones are if you have a bigger something, or something that's basically lumpier and won't go in a book unless you squish it. So this is an example of a sprig of elder and the elder flower, and actually these are some seeds. I don't have an example of the elderberry, but that's just to show you how the plant press, this is some catnip under there. The plant press could use hardware, or I found suspenders at the secondhand store, and they make awesome elastics. So for a smaller plant press, you can use that and just scrap cardboard and paper in between your samples. So that's it. That's just part of the equipment that I would like you to develop and have around in your car or right next to you so you can grab it and run. A phone is nice if you have internet access for plant apps, plant identifier apps, but we'll talk about what identifier books are useful, and there's no one that catches them all. I will tell you that. And so that's why I didn't actually go over those with this. This is just to show you when we have our first class that, get in there, that is the plant identifying and learning portion. Some examples of how to have that all put together. And then we have assigned plants every month to find photos of and make up materia medica or plant data sheets about. And then you can just go crazy and make more on your own of the things that you discover as you're wandering around. Next, I will talk about your clinical or recipe or kitchen medicine book. That's it for now.